So we are now officially recording 100%. So don't say anything that you don't want to hear someday later. Actually, I'll cut out anything that's too stupid, so don't worry about it. But
I mean, that's the fun of it, you know?
yeah, yeah. Um, but Dane, you could be doing like some cool like mine, like Sherpa stuff. Like you're a wild elf, so normally you like do mount or like you do like foresty kind of things as like a wood elf,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But then it's like you're the wood elf who guides people through the mountains. You know what I mean? You might hunt things like cave monsters. You know, that could be sick.
Oh, so, yeah, but no, like I was saying, this is actually first time playing Warforged. So I tried going for the old Sentry. You know, you get lost in the war, you get found, repurposed. Obviously,
Yeah.
you obviously still kept your rank. That's why I went for the soldier background.
hmm
Yeah.
Honestly, Craig, I feel like Warforged, like within that kind of vein, can fit better in your game than like most races.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in the style of games that you like to run, right?
Yeah. So what's going on here? You're on a caravan going through a particularly dangerous stretch of the wilds, transporting goods from point A to point B because that's literally what caravans do. And it's kind of a whole mess of things, right? Because that's how people got from point A to point B is they got a band of like-minded adventurers together and they hired some muscle, they hired some drivers, and they said, hey, we got to take this medicine and this food and a bunch of goods and get it over there. And in some capacity your character has become part of that caravan. um, as you are making your way along, passing through the forest, you come to the high wall mountain, which means a significant alternate route, right? You have to kind of divert and go around it. You can't get this nice straight path going to the town of Karamir, which is your final destination. However, among you is a prospector. I'm looking at you, Sam.
That's right.
The prospector would say that he knows the ways of the old mine and could totally like lead you guys through it 100%, and would recruit the help maybe of a sort of like Sherpa, right? I kind of do like this idea of like there's these ancient mines, but then like they're inhabited by all these monsters and even like some wood elf settlements and stuff. Then like start to dwell in these mines. They leave their homes in the forest and then like claim like the halls and tunnels as their own, much like how dwarves would do, and they hunt the monsters and stuff. And recruiting the help of this guide, looking at Dane's character there, whose
Oh yeah.
name I'm not sure of yet.
Me
Nice, good. um,
Me neither.
would then kind of like start leading the caravan through the mountains, through these mines. I would like to start off. I'm just gonna go by how everybody has their names listed here at the bottom of my roll 20, and just real quick, let's talk about what your role is on this caravan, like what you're doing, and why you might be traveling with this group. So let's start with
All right.
Tiberius.
Tiberius would probably be hired on as some type of armed escort,
Nice.
mercenary type deal.
Absolutely.
He's standing tall, but small-bodied, pale skin. He's got a charismatic feel about him with a plastic fake smile.
Nice.
He's got deep-set, dull hazel eyes and a bun pulled tight. Yeah, he wears chainmail, and he's got a greatsword strapped to his back.
Nice. Definitely carries like the kind of hardware you'd expect for hired muscle. Even though he might not have the stature of one who would commonly wield such a weapon.
Mhm.
I love it.
Looks like he stole his gear and armor. Doesn't look like he can swing this though.
Nice. Sam, the prospector.
Yeah. So the prospector, you can hear me, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the prospector, his sort of Christian name is Galbraith, but he goes by Gallows, and he has a sort of like, formerly moneyed but now kind of like out in the frontier vibe to him. Very kind of plain looking, like not particularly like charismatic or anything like that. And is decked out in sort of just like frontier clothes. He does a lot of tinkering and things like this, and I think that his role in the party is kind of, he has very like keen mind and is good at like navigating and cartography and things like that. So he plays kind of like a guiding role, but also like a pursuit of like, he's very into like pursuing fortune in some sense, right? He has a sort of like luck to him in that sense.
Nice.
It's the way that he would probably like describe himself.
Awesome. Bass. Is it bass or bass?
It's Bass.
Bass. Nice.
All right, so Bass is pretty much one of the older captains of the war. After the war was over, pretty much him and his kind were repurposed for other suits of needs, and pretty much, how do I say this? They've been repurposed for labor. Although, since Bass was on the more combat strategic focus kind of things, he was repurposed for bodyguarding, maybe accompanying adventures and harder quests. More of the type of cannon fodder. He's not big on words, usually quiet, and he does the heavy lifting, if needed be. He also carries a great sword on his back.
Oh my god.
He is, yeah. But this guy is a total of 8 feet tall, so he's massive. And that's about it for him. Like I said, he's not big on words.
Nice. Love it. Love it. And then lastly, we have Dane.
All right. So,
Oh no, that's not lastly. I'm sorry. I skipped over Bane because Bane and Dane look identical. So almost identical. So yeah, Bane Radosh.
all right. Yeah, Bane is strong and like athletic looking specifically, but is not handsome and wears a perpetual scowl. He's got kind of a variety of pieces of very functional armor, kind of like just, I don't want to say like strapped together, like he just has like a hodgepodge, but it's more like he's assembled the useful individual pieces and just is kind of wearing only the bits that he thinks like are useful to him. He's obviously quite light on his feet though, and seems very comfortable being armored as such. He's got a warhammer because he doesn't like to be tied into like a heavier weapon. He's also got a bow across his back, and is like equally proficient with both. He probably has been hired on because his goals align with the prospectors, and he is maybe the direct muscle where the prospector is like the brains. And so just like, sometimes when doing some of this work, you can expect things to get ugly, and you kind of need somebody there to just, act as an enforcer or something like that.
Nice.
He's got like an urchin background, fighter 3.
Cool. Very good. And lastly, Dane.
So we got Luvan, the wood elf ranger. Kind of what Craig led in there with has been filling this kind of like guide role after being forced out of the forest one way or another and kind of moving into this weird sort of foreign like system here, the caves and stuff, but is mostly along the ride just as like kind of regularly traveling these paths, helping to fill that navigation role a little bit, and also trying to bring like an extra knowledge of just general survival and nature, as well as hunting for creatures that we might find here in up ahead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, as you guys make your way through the mines, I'll read kind of what I posted on the front of the page here, if I can find it again. The cavern you've been traveling, or the caravan you've been traveling with, has decided to take a shortcut through the old mine. The lantern at the front of the wagon seems like a firefly, the oxen chase with tired steps. Suddenly, the ground quakes. The stone walls of the mine shudder before collapsing. You're caught in the rock fall. Everything seems to go amiss. You watch the timbers that reinforce the walls of the mine collapse and fall, kind of like with this domino effect. There's no real way to escape it. The crushing weight of the cave stones falls onto you, but somehow you've managed to survive. When you awaken from this, your vision returns slowly. The light coming in like a gentle low tide waves paints you in lavenders, ambers, and teals. If you didn't know you were underground, you'd swear that the sun was setting on you. But in the distance, the truth is revealed. Waving and writhing through the air, a coatl, which is like a feathered snake dragon, right? Emits crestfallen subterranean sunset. It weaves a figure eight between two obsidian obelisks on the other side of a fortification built to withstand a siege lasting generations. High walls with hanging banners bearing the sacred script of celestials. These are prayers to Palamedes. And then suddenly awaken as you guys like kind of like collect yourselves and your vision comes back in, or you're rebooted because you're a robot. Elderly human faces gather around you, and they'll say, "We are the Order of Theosanari. We've pulled you free from the cave-in. Would you stand with us in our sacred duty of guarding the prisoner, the Wytch?" Says a bearded man. Ooh, let's bring him in here. Let's show you guys what Father Vrithny looks like, and then let's talk about him. And by man, I meant a sturdy woman with long gray hair wearing full plate. I found more in my description. Wearing full plate. Her face is painted in the lights, the colors of moments before nighttime, but there is no nighttime here. She would introduce herself to you as Captain Amelia. There she is. Looking tough. Here, we'll zoom in on her. Weep. Right? Looking real serious there in her full plate. Cool.
Cool.
What do you guys want to do? Let me start at the
I
top.
will ask her.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No,
I was going to ask, how did you manage to pull us out?
with prayers to Theosanari. It seemed we looked for those of you. It would seem that you were in his favor, for you were not totally crushed beneath the stones. She would say.
Craig, I took this keen mind feat, and I would sort of wake up looking around, trying to figure out like it tells me like which way is north and like what time of day it is and things like that. But I imagine I'm super disoriented. But I would just ask her like, where is this place? Like how?
Yeah.
Like we were following the paths of the mine, right? That we know that I know.
Yeah.
But this is not part of my like knowledge of this place. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, you've never seen this place before. You would have to be quite deep underground. You can hear the sound of the stream quite like over like a little bit of a distance, which would be somewhat alarming because that means you're like way, way, way far under.
Yeah.
Right.
Gauss is just sort of incredulous and kind of dumbstruck at this.
This is a fortress built to hold our nemesis, the dreaded Yorta, a foul, cruel witch. She gained powers during the Great War, which you guys would know is probably about like 30 or so years ago. She gained great powers during the Great War, and we've been unable to stop her. But we can trap her here. She was a servant of the dreaded Malfarn. She was the servant of the dreaded Malfarn. And you guys would, like, know that name, right? That would be, like, you know, if people asked you, like, who was the main bad guy in World War II, and everybody's like Hitler, right? It would be like, who was the main bad guy during the Great War? And everybody would be like, Malfarn, right? Same sort of idea, right? It's a very common name. They're not saying some kind of strange histories.
Bane Radosh, at the suggestion that we are in like her god's favor, scoffs at that and might kind of like spit some like some like dusty saliva out onto the cave floor over here or something, and just say that like he doesn't believe himself to be like in another god's favor, and would ask her like why she hasn't just killed the witch.
The witch is quite mighty. She holds a great power over time.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it is said that she knows of the resting place of Theosanari. We can't let her die until she has told us the truth.
And let me guess, you guys can't find a way to convince her.
She kind of just like, she just kind of like hangs her head, just like, no, got nothing. As you guys kind of look around here, we got this map. I'm going to switch you guys over. I'll pull everybody's characters back out and stuff. So you can get a feeling for how this looks. Let me tell you guys about the surroundings real quick. So number one is this door that you kind of came through, right? Or assume that is like the way that you came through. It seems to be the only way, like leading back into the wall of the cavern. However, there are many rocks in front of it. It looks like some sort of cave-in must have taken place here as well. So there's rocks over there, to your left and right, like here and here. So this building kind of connecting is like one big, this is like a tiny little guard room here. Over here is like a, it's sort of, I don't want to say like it's like an inn, because it's not like these people get travelers a lot, but it's like a common sort of house over here, where most of the people are stationed, and where you guys are probably waking up in front of is the barracks. Over here is the church. You would recognize it as such, the holy symbols of the region, the deity of Palamedes. Theosanari, their deity, is like a saint of Palamedes, right? Again, keeping with that like kind of Judeo-Christian sort of theme, right? Over here in the corner is a big pile of sand, and over here is a weird-looking maze thing. There's the main bridge, and up here is like the captain's quarters. It's like a sort of tower. Beyond the wall is presumably where the witch lives. Way up high in the sky is the Coatl making its figure eights between the obsidian obelisks. And behind it is a pyramid. I'm going to switch you guys over. Beep. So what's everybody continuing on then? Questions for your host?
You guys know of a way to maybe either get the truth out of her or get rid of her in total.
If we had a means to get the truth out of her, then we wouldn't have been guarding her for so long.
Interesting.
Probably a little bit like angry with the situation. Bane Radosh is just like, so is that what you do? You like trap people down here in the hopes that they're going to solve this witch problem for you?
The prospector would sort of put a hand on you, right? And just be like, sort of, I think would just not even necessarily like say anything, right? Mm-hmm. But is trying to like look around and judge like how sort of profitable is this place? Like what kind of like, like, Craig, do we see like fine, like are there like seams of like, gold running through this kind of place or anything like that?
Give me a prospector roll. You can make investigation.
I will do that. I have proficiency and intelligence of 18.
Hell yeah. Nice.
22 on that roll.
Yeah. Actually, you feel pretty confident that you could probably pan this river for gold.
Okay, I would just so I put a hand on Bane Radosh and just say like, calm yourself. They've been hospitable to us.
Mm-hmm.
There might be something worth our while here.
Yeah, can Bane like roll insight on that, or is it just going to be like clear based on like our working relationship or something that maybe you've like seen something?
Yeah, I think you'd probably be familiar with the prospector and how the gold dust often catches his eye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, with that, Bane would kind of not antagonize the captain further.
Nice. We'll get.
Craig, can I do? I want to do a thing here.
Mm-hmm. Please, baby, do a thing.
I want to use primeval awareness and spend a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
So it says spend a spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you for a minute per level. You can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you are in your favorite terrain.
Nice.
So that's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. It doesn't reveal locations or numbers, but...
Okay. Within a mile? Can you say those creature types one more time for me?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Nice, yeah. Okay, so you spend some time like meditating to do that then?
Yeah, as we're kind of standing around here, Luvan is sort of looking around and trying to get his bearings. And yeah, maybe just might go have himself a little sit down and try and connect, with whatever spiritual vein he's trying to tap into.
Absolutely.
Trying to tail tap that ley line.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yes, please. Give me a survival check. I don't think it really requires one, but if you want to throw one for me anyway, that would be cool. There's some other like old people of the order, like these old paladins wandering around, milling about that I'm dropping out here. They may be starting to come out and look around, see the newcomers.
It's not great. It's only a 10.
Even with only a 10, it doesn't take much to feel its presence, to feel the trembling stone deep beneath the mountain that you guys are passing through. You know it well because it's one of the most nefarious dangers within the mines. The Great Tunnel Dragon is certainly within a mile. It's possibly, undoubtedly, what has caused the cave-in.
You said tunnel dragon?
The fucking tunnel dragon, yes.
Is that like common? Is that common knowledge? What the fuck is that?
No, it's common knowledge for people who live in the mountain, for sure. Who haven't we heard from yet? Tiberius. Anything for you in this strange place?
Yes, sorry about that. I just got off the phone call.
No, you're good, man.
What was the captain's name?
Captain Amelia.
Captain Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this must be fate. I myself practice the faith of Palamedes daily.
Is that a lie?
This is definitely a lie.
Nice, good, nice.
Would you like a deception?
Go ahead, finish your lie first, and then roll it.
This is
Yeah.
this is fortuitous. Maybe the fates have brought us together to free you of this eternal warden guarding this witch. It looks like we can't go the way we came. Perhaps you know of another way out of here, or
If you were to help us, yeah, can you roll deception for me? But she'll say yes. If you were to help us move the stone, you would certainly be free to leave. But oh
and I
damn,
have advantage because of actor feat.
nice, crushing it,
Oh, I already got a nat 20 in the first roll.
dude. Yeah,
Look at that, bro.
He's
I just do like some fake like holy symbols, try to like pantomime what I've seen.
yeah. It's common, like, you know, it's a fairly common thing. So you probably, I'm imagining, like when Catholics, I'm not Catholic, so I don't know what this looks like, but when you do like when the Pope man like does the cross thing, I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody also, like you kind of like
The Pope man.
you kind of give them like a little cross maneuver, right? Kind of like up and down, and they're like, oh yes, very good. It is certainly fate that has brought you here to us. You've come to serve. You've come to aid us and join our cause. She's extremely ecstatic. She'll start like calling other of paladins of the order around, and she'll be look, another member, another follower of the bright Palamedes.
Giving like a little like queen wave. Hello. To meet you.
Excellent.
Hello.
Excellent. Because of your deception, she'll like definitely make sure that you guys get good quarters to stay in, and she'll allow you to stay over in this building here on the left. This one, which is kind of like a nice, it's like a hostel, right? It's got like beds, it's open, it's just slightly more comfortable than the barracks, right? She would go on and explain to y'all that, you know, like people used to come and go through here. People used to pass through the mountains more frequently during the war, and when the mines were like more active. But after the war, it was the order's duty to like guard the prisoner and keep the witch in check so that she could not like restore the power of Malfarn, right? And they've been down here ever since. You would also know, she would kind of like reveal this to you because you did so damn well on that deception. Like you kind of like play off like you know what she's talking about, and then in turn she sort of like reveals to you like what she's talking about. You're like, yeah, I know what you mean. Of course, that guy.
Yeah, everyone knows that guy.
Yeah. So Feosanari, again, just like there are these patron saints of Palamedes, right? Feosanari is one of them, and Feosanari hates the arcane, hates magic, hunts witches, sends them into the sun. Literally, that's like what they do. They send them into the sun. That's the Palamedians are all about that. They love the sun. Like it's like to them, it's like a place where it's like their home, but at the same time, like you get punished by being sent into its center. So fun little fact. You figure all that out from your nice little bluff there. So they'll grant you a place to stay. They will tell you about the rocks. Let me put a pile of rocks in front of the door. If you guys want to leave out the way you came, there's definitely some stones. Anything else that anybody wants to say for Amelia? Or like have any other quick talks before we kind of have the next sort of thing happen that's about to happen?
I want to ask her. I want to tell her that this might be a risky situation, and would there be any benefit to us?
Certainly. If you are willing to join the order, you see our numbers are going thin. We've been here for a very long time. In fact, we've kind of lost track of how long it's been. Our numbers are thin. there is fewer than 20 of us remaining.
Yeah, I'm not the kind to be religious. I do come from a military regiment, so.
Right. They would say, but certainly, like, you were built for battle. You would make a great addition to our ranks. Please.
We'll see how it goes.
Nice. I ready? Are you guys ready for this shit? You guys ready? Let's. Oh man, it's happening. We're doing it. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh, let's go.
So.
Forgot.
Boom.
We're cutting down the Paladins.
19
Negotiations have failed.
I'll tell you about it. Yeah, it would be sick if it was that. That would be a lot of fun, right? They're just like wig out and they're like ready to kill you guys for some reason, for some microaggression or something.
I rolled a
I'm missing
19
somebody.
on Beyond.
Am I missing Bass there? Do I have?
Yeah, I rolled 19 on Beyond.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh, dang. Bane Radosh on the nat 20. Jeremy, was that you that said you rolled a 19?
Yep,
Cool, man.
that was me.
Getting used to everybody's wonderful voices. All right. Dang.
That's actually a
Oh,
dirty
yeah.
20. I used the character sheet like auto roller function or whatever after
Nice.
I figured it out.
Cool.
Crazy.
Cool. Good. Very awesome. So what is coming in? You guys hear it first. You're having this nice conversation, this nice chat with Amelia. Oh man. What are we using for battle music today? You guys are having this nice conversation with Amelia, and then you hear it, this growing buzzing sound, right? It gets loud fast. It's like you're still kind of, talking to her and asking your questions and gaining your knowledge and stuff. But it's coming from over the wall, right? It rises up like a tide, and it's not very long until they start descending, right? Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. There we go. Here, let me zoom in on one of these. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, God, yeah.
Perfect.
It's game time. What it is like it's kind of like it's a cherub, right? Cherub, which is like a little angel baby. But this one seems to be strange and grayed. Its flesh is like a pale yellow, much like a honeycomb. You can see on its face this hexagonal pattern that is like, again, like the inside of a beehive or a wasp's nest. I guess it's not like a wasp nest though. Wasps don't make honey. You guys watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia? You guys did you ever see the one where Charlie like tries to get the fucking like honey out of the wasp nest?
Yeah, dude. Gonna pop an H on this box. We all know it's full of hornets.
Yeah. So these cherubs, their skin is like hornets' nests, and
Oh, dude, that's good.
they rapidly fly from over the wall and begin to descend upon the party. I need to find some quick battle music here. We got initiatives rolled though, so let's do descending.
These are just flying hornets' nests.
These are flying babies. These are flying hornets' nests shaped like babies.
Oh fucking shit, dude! What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
What kind of wings do they have? Like bug wings?
They're like, yeah, they're
Or
probably
like angel wings or some shit.
That's tough. They're probably like angel wings, but instead of like them having feathers, it's like a bunch of hornets' wings all matted together.
Oh god, I hate it.
Gross. Worst
Thanks, I hit it.
possible combination, I think, out of all.
That's what I was going
The
for. Is
mental
just
image.
making it the worst possible way.
It's got that cave vibe.
Okay, I need that cave vibe.
Yeah.
Just gotta have that cave vibe.
No, it's working.
Thanks, man.
No, trust me. Like the music is really cave-like.
So it is Dane's turn, and what do you want to do, man? There's several of these things flying up over the walls. Amelia would like call out, ending the conversation that you guys were having, and she would say like, "The aberrations have returned." Whatever that means, right? There's no that doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? She just says
Yeah,
it.
but it's also just is unfortunately unsurprising, I feel like, in this fun town. So I think Luvon wants to try and get like over here at least, if not like try and get like under
Yep.
The roof here.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe launch an arrow at the one closest to the shore.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. This like line of gray bricks here is like a nice. It's not very high. It's probably like waist high for the average person, not the giant bass, but it's like parapets, right? It's sort of like, I don't want to say a guardrail. It's not a guardrail, but it's like crenellations, right? It's crenellated.
Yeah.
So you don't just drunkenly stumble off into the cave river. But yeah, go for it. Throw a shot at him, please.
Cool.
Bane Radosh, you're going to be up next. You're going to be on deck.
Yep.
Would you consider this a monstrosity?
Dude, yeah, 100%. Sounds pretty monstrous.
I don't actually remember what it does for me. It doesn't give me anything. I didn't actually.
Yeah, no. Basically nothing is.
It's for like tracking and
Yeah.
hunting shit, right?
Man.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We got this other dumb bullshit, but it's cool knowing that I know that this thing's monstrous, and now I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an 11 plus 8
Ooh,
for 19.
that'll hit it, man. That'll hit it. You're going for this bad baby?
Hell yeah.
Dude, this is literally a bad baby.
The baddest of babies.
Dane. Yeah.
I'd say a cursed baby.
Yeah.
Bottom 3 babies all time.
That is gonna give me 8 damage.
Dang. Okay, good. You see this, Dane? You see this, like, blood splurt?
Oh, hell yeah.
This is what that pro subscription will get you right there, boys.
Oh, money well spent.
Exactly. Love it.
You don't get this with just a DM off the street. You gotta.
Oh, man. Bane Radosh, you're up.
What's the illumination situation like down here? Bane
It's-
Radosh is extremely human and has 0 ability to see if it's dark.
So that might be one of the
Extremely
craziest
human.
possible things about this place that I
Yeah.
can't possibly like paint on here without a
Yep.
ton of effort, which is
Yeah.
everything is illuminated by this coatl circling these 2 obelisks in a figure 8 pattern, right? It just,
I was really hoping to hear that.
it
Honestly,
just sprays like crazy psychedelic. It looks like Spencer's Gifts. In like the back portion of a Spencer's Gifts in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The end.
oh god, yeah. Don't clarify that anymore at all. All right. These things look like they're making for us, like they mean to like come and attack us physically, right?
Oh, they're coming for you.
All right, so here's what Bane Radosh needs to do. Bane Radosh is going to pull a hand axe out
Mm-hmm.
as he's like charging forward, probably something to like this area,
Okay.
and he's just going to chuck that hand axe at the same one that he saw just take a shot a minute ago.
Perfect. Yeah, the arrow goes into it. The arrow went into it before, and it's kind of like wobbling around. You can see that it's about to like drop into the river for sure.
Yeah. Got that 14 to hit.
14's gonna hit it, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is good jams here.
Dude, 8 hand axe damage.
The thing explodes. The cherub baby, flying on its matted wasp wing
Yep.
things, bursts, right? Erupting
How many wasps fly out?
in a swarm of wasps.
Oh god.
This is gonna be the wasp swarm area.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, right?
Was
Just
not
gotta get
prepared
them.
for this.
Just giving you guys the old wasp.
Yeah.
The old waspin.
Double disgusting.
I did not buy wasp spray before leaving town. And then Bane's gonna kind of like hunker down a little bit against the parapet, like not mechanically trying to do anything, but just like for flavor, is just like shoulder crouched against the parapet and has like a hand on his warhammer, just bracing for the moment that these things come over that wall.
Nice. Can you guys see the aura that is surrounding the cherub right now?
I got some little like spit stuff going on.
Oh, okay, but you don't have the Okay, oh, that's what I need. Aura 1 C. How about now?
Yep, that's the one.
Got it.
Yo.
Got it. Okay, good. So that's the wasps that are around this thing, and you are currently out of them. It's gonna be Jeremy's turn. Bass's turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, since people are taking care of that side, I think I want to move a little bit here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna throw a javelin at the cherub, the one that's right here.
Yep, sure thing.
I'll throw a javelin at it. Will work. 18 to hit.
18 will definitely hit.
Damage. 4 damage.
4? Nice, good.
Yeah.
The javelin like punches straight through the honeycomb body of the demon baby cherub, leaving behind it like it's still flapping on its strange wings, and it is emitting these wasps. The prospector. Wait, real quick though, Jeremy, whenever you I imagine you're a giant warforged dude. Do your javelins just come out of you? Does a plate open up and a javelin comes to your hand, or you just carry them?
No, it would be cool, but no.
It
The
can't.
javelins here on the back, they're actually bigger. They're really tall. So
Okay.
I can grab them from my back and hurl them forward.
I love it. Good.
Yeah.
Prospector. Tiberius, you're gonna be on deck.
So,
Yep.
Somebody correct me if I'm doing this wrong. This is my first time trying to play this shit, right? But with the artificer, I think that I can cast a spell and then use this eldritch cannon that I'm carrying around as a bonus action to deal, basically do another attack, right?
Yeah.
And so an artificer casts spells with this using their tools, right? Which it describes as a mechanical spider and all kinds of crazy ass bullshit. I'm going to sort of steal from another character that I've played where this sort of manifests as a, caster rifle kind of gun kind of thing, right? But I'm going to use the firebolt cantrip to attack one of these dudes here.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that's going to be a 15 on the attack roll.
15 will hit.
And just nice min of 1 damage,
Oh no.
which makes me feel less bad about doing this thing, right? So then I can use my eldritch cannon, which I can hold in my offhand. It's just sort of I'm imagining it as basically this. It's the same sort of tool focus as I used to cast the spell. And use the bonus action to cause it to activate, and it's going to make a ranged spell attack using this sort of force bolt kind of thing.
You're on this one, right?
Yeah, same one probably. I assume one did not destroy it.
No.
So it's going to be the same attack roll. 25 to hit.
Dang,
Big money
big hit.
on that. And going to be 5 damage on that one.
Well, that's good
So
damage.
6 total.
Nice.
If I rolled well, it'd be good. But the problem is none of this shit has like an intelligence modifier added to it or whatever the hell, right? So it's super.
Right. So it's just
yeah.
awesome.
So the prospector just like pulls out this kind of like I imagine it's like a really heavy like pistol type thing, right? Because it's technically like a one-handed weapon, and probably like puts a specific cartridge in that to kind of like cast the firebolt, and then just like cranks back on the like lever and shoots this bolt of force that rockets out there as well. That bolt of force is also going to push that thing back 5 feet.
Nice. Okay. This guy. Beep. Goes back.
The sound effect on that is probably sick.
Oh, dude, wait. Oh, shit, man. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm still getting used to my, like... Here's some blood over here for the javelin. Here's some blood over here. For that. That's going to bring us to Tiberius. What are you going to do, my friend?
So it's my understanding that they do not like spellcasters at all, right?
They don't.
Okay. So I'm gonna yell out for Palamedes
Yeah.
to bless me with holy fire.
Yes.
And then I run over here.
Cool.
And can I make a swing at this guy yet?
Well, okay, so that one's not there. That is that's just currently a swarm of wasps that you would be running into. You don't want to go over there. Unless you want to go over there.
Yeah, maybe I'll just move right here. I'll just hop up on the wall.
Okay.
I'll hex. Guess I'll hex this one actually.
Nice.
As my bonus, and then for my action, I'll hold my green flame blade attack.
Nice. Okay.
So whenever he comes within range.
Hell yeah, sounds good. Amelia's just like, the bees, not the bees. You guys can see like up on the wall, there's like more than just the cherubs that are present here, right? They kind of seem like they've maybe dealt with this thing before. The paladins that are up on the wall here that have formed up, they throw their swords off, they take their shields off their back, and they're like swinging their shields at these things, trying to just bludgeon the cherubs out of the air. There's a dude who clearly like has already like defeated one of them, and his armor is just full of bees, and he's stripping out of his armor. It's it's mayhem. It's good stuff. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna flee from the bees and just kind of like try to run away. It's gonna go to Louvain.
Okay. Let's see here. I think. Let me see. I'm totally fine. How about this is just a swarm of bees now, right? There's no cherub left.
Yeah, this one over here is just the swarm of bees at the moment. Here, I'll put an X over it so you guys maybe know that it's just the bees. Just the bees.
And sorry, I don't know how to like do any marking or clicking or any stuff to interact with this website. How about this next guy straight over?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's hurt. That's the one that got shot. Dane, if you left click and hold, it will like ping it. It'll like beep, do like a little thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy. Okay, so how about that guy's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this guy here then. What I want to do is let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm going to shoot. I want to shoot this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it the right way.
I forgot to choose an ability that they have disadvantage on.
Yeah,
So this guy is, I'll choose dexterity.
sounds good. Okay,
Sick. Well, I'm gonna
you're gonna hit that
get
guy
an
on an
18
18.
to
man.
hit that boy. And I want to use a bonus action to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
So it has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines, but I'm thinking less specifically plant-based than that. More something a little just kind of weirdly magical and, spiritual force-like kind of surrounding this thing. But let's see if we get there anyway.
Yeah.
I don't... Shit, what's my spell save? It's going to be...
They're gonna roll a 15, so they're probably pretty good on it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's going
thinking.
to be fine. Okay. I think it just saves on that, right?
I think, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so then let me just do my damage.
I'm dropped in this. Who's near?
2.
How's that damage looking, baby?
Yeah, sorry, let me do the... I'm trying to get used to doing it the right way, typing in the fucking formula and shit.
Oh no.
Well, that's a bummer.
That's alright. That's alright. This dude's hurting. He's been damaged before. It is going to explode into a swarm of bees. Bursting and erupting like a hive kicked on its side.
Oh, I
Turns
was
into-
actually going for the one over here, because I was hoping to try and just
shit.
drag one down into the river.
Goddamn. Okay, that's
So
fine.
I kind of did.
That's fine. It also, that one is also okay. That one's fine. That is also a plenty fine swarm to do and turn into a swarm of bees. Bees are up. Why is there no bees setting? How do I make it so it becomes an
Yeah,
explosion
bees instead of
bees,
blood.
please?
You need to modify that fucking animation.
Yeah. Bane Radosh's turn. Jeremy's on deck.
Okay, does it look like these things, like the swarms of bees after they spawn, does it look like the swarms of bees are just, like, kind of staying put, or are they moving toward us yet?
As of now, they're staying put.
Okay. Bane might call out and just be like, if we pop these things offshore, then maybe the bees won't climb in our armor.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bane Radosh is just gonna, like, definitely slide down the wall a bit, and then would take like a longbow pot shot, like would leave his warhammer in place, and as he's moving would just draw his longbow, and then take a longbow pot shot at just like probably this one or something insane.
Nice.
Which one? Let's go with this one. He's going to try and get like the ones that are furthest out to
Makes
prevent
sense.
the bees from getting there, right?
The bees.
How's that 22?
22 is gonna smoke that guy.
All right, you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Big
5 points piercing damage.
Nice. Blit, blit, blit.
Thanks.
Big bee damage. Sticking an arrow through it. You watch the arrow like stick into the honeycomb body. It's floating around on its mat of wasp wings. And it
Just
becomes-
trying to get that honey.
Trying to get that wasp honey. Jeremy's turn, please.
Yo, I want to see if I can hit this guy right here. One of the javelins.
Yes, sir.
That one.
Yeah, I believe that's good. Go for
Yeah, I
it.
still have 3 javelins left.
Nice.
A 19 hit.
19's gonna hit, man.
Alright, let me roll that damage. 4 damage.
4. Nice. All right. Boom. Good. The javelin sticks in. It kind of messes with its like flight, right? Having this heavy javelin sticking out of the tiny cherub body is not good for its aerodynamics. We go to the prospector.
Who is this here?
That is Bane Radosh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move up beside Bane Radosh. Nothing real special here. Just gonna move up beside him, and then I'm gonna take another shot at this one here.
That one is a swarm of bees.
Right.
Here, I gotta put the X over. I'm sorry, I meant to put an X.
Which one of these is still intact?
If it doesn't have an X on it, it is intact.
Okay. I'll just step up and attack this one instead.
Yep.
And with this same sort of combo of first the firebolt attack roll is going to be a 25.
Big hit.
For 9 fire damage. That's pretty big shit on that one. And then follow up with this force bolt. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the same sort of attack. 14 hits.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Okay. And that's gonna not bad. That's 17 damage total on that round.
Good.
So got some good rolls.
That is good. You totally like immolate this one, setting it on fire and then blasting it out of the air. It's just gonna drop straight down into the river. Let's do a nice explosion. Let's do what do you guys want? How about an explosion of blood? Does that sound good? How about?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but it's like completely destroyed. There's no fucking swarm of bees or any shit like that.
That one is completely destroyed.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe the fire burnt it, or like kind of messed
like
with it a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. No bees. Tiberius, please.
I'm gonna switch my. It was this guy that I had hexed, right?
The guy that just died. This guy right here, but it's fine. Whichever. Yeah, you can switch your hex.
I'm gonna bonus action switch to the guy in back of him, and then I'm gonna hold my action to green point blade anyone that approaches.
Cool. Sounds good. What did I just use for hex? I used that. Nice. That dude is hexed. The paladins on the walls. Well, who wants to roll a d20 for the paladins? Does anybody want to just throw a nice d20 for the paladins to see how they're doing? Anybody?
No, listen.
I'll drop that d20.
Yes, please. Oh, Jeremy going for it? Oh no. Slash
yeah.
R. Slash R. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, slash R 1d20.
Actually, I got this guy 1d20. 14 for the paladin.
Nice. Okay.
I rolled it.
So the paladins are doing like pretty good up there. They're mostly just getting swarmed with bees right now, and they have their shields out. A lot of them, like I was saying, have like stripped out of their armor. Throwing like breastplates and pauldrons onto the stone overhead, and they're just like trying to smash the swarms with their shields. And they're doing a pretty good job of it. Captain Amelia is going to probably this like paladin over here. He's like trying to deal with this swarm of bees and like smash it up as best he can. Amelia's gonna like pitch a javelin as well over at like a cherub baby over here. And boop, there we go. There's the cherubs. This cherub swarm is finally descending, coming in at people. Let's go. This guy's gonna go over here and start messing with this paladin. This guy's gonna come over here and start messing with this paladin, and we're gonna get 2 over here onto Bass, and then we're gonna get a 3rd one. Beep 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 boop. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. And this one's just gonna be like right behind them. What's Bass's armor class?
Oh, his armor class. Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. 14.
Nice. That one's gonna hit. And that's gonna hit. That's a crit. Dang.
Oh, that's great.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
So in total, that is gonna be a whole whopping, not a whole lot of damage. These things don't really, damage isn't their thing in their cherub form, right? They're just scary. They're just messed up little creepy baby monsters. So that's going to be a whole 8 damage. They don't really attack too much right now. They fly into you and kind of just hit into your metal body. As one gets close, you can see the childlike mouth unhinge almost like a snake as it starts to belch bees into the gaps of your armor.
Would I take 4 damage since I have resistance to pretty much all damage but psychic?
Are you raging?
No, you're right. Not raging. Never mind. I'll take all 8 damage. Cool.
Yeah.
I forgot I wasn't raging.
Yeah. That's
Would
those
that be
ones
it?
over there. And this one is coming down for... This one's going to come down for Bane. And we've got one coming down for our guy who has been holding the action. Let's do... This is the one... This one's coming for Tiberius. I know you were holding your action. This is the one that you have hexed.
Yep.
So Tiberius, if you want to go to intercept this guy with the green flame blade.
Does a 13 hit?
13's gonna hit, man.
So I'm gonna put my sword through its wasp torso, and then
Yeah.
ignite the green flame blade, and then I'm gonna act surprised and go, ah, he's with us today.
Can you
Fuck
roll?
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's 8 damage.
Oh, and 1d6 on top of that because it was
D-
13.
Nice.
Nice, dude. That's big damage. Can you roll deception for me to see if you can play it off like you're really surprised at the power of Feos Sonari today?
What should I roll?
Deception, please.
Deception, you got it. Skills. Deception. There you go.
Not bad. Okay. Amelia from the side over there she's like bashing through the swarms. And like this dude who's like over here swatting like the bees and stuff is like a blessing from our Lord.
Would this fall into the actor category?
Yeah, I think
Pretending
so.
to be, okay, so I would get this advantage on that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, that's like.
one more.
Oh shit. Yeah. They buy it.
Oh damn!
They're definitely buying
Almost another
into it.
crit.
Holy hell.
What happens when I do a... Oh, wait, we should do fire. I know it's green flame, but,
Yeah, I'll just color it as like golden flames instead of.
this is what we got right there. I could do probably acid, I guess, and that would make it, like, nice green for you. There we go. Right? Tasty. It burns up and dies, right? No swarm comes out of it as the fire ignites. And the one that's on Bane. Yep. What's up?
That was my held action.
Correct.
You skipped my turn.
What was that?
Did you skip my turn there?
I don't think so. This was on the cherub's action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think you're good because you held and waited. So that was your held action from that round.
Yep.
And I have one attack to do against Mr. Bane Radosh over here.
I'm on that 17 AC here
Ooh, big.
because I got that defensive fighting style.
It's gonna hit you a little bit there. It'll get a,
All right.
it's got a bonus. I'm just rolling the flat D20 for you.
Yeah, that's cool. Is it? I'm getting a little bit bead.
Just getting a little bit bead, like you. Oh,
Right.
only 1 damage.
Okay.
You
One
get
bead.
attacked by a baby, right? That's how much damage it does to you because of it. It pulls your hair. It kind of like loosely, like just kind of like gums at you for 1
Mhm.
damage.
Okay.
Luvon's turn.
Shit.
Just does IRL baby attacks.
Yeah.
IRL baby attacks.
Okay. Let's see. So these are mostly all bees. Is this one damaged at this point?
That one has had a little bit of damage to it.
Okay. Let me know if you'll allow me to pull some bullshittery here, Greg.
Yes, please,
So
I would love to.
I was at one point going to just get like a torch out and light it as kind of, a good old-fashioned bee deterrent.
Yeah.
Would you allow me to kind of use my move action to basically make a flaming arrow?
Yeah, I think that's fine. You can totally like light a torch as a move action. So I don't think it's absurd to be able to like light an arrow up with that action as well.
Hell yeah. I'll like burn a torch in my items
There
to
you
like
go.
do this. So okay, let me get my roll here. My keyboard doesn't actually have a numpad, which is
That's crazy.
Times like this.
Oh, that'll hit.
Right. And this guy has been hit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this works. So I get a D8 if it's taking damage, if it's below max HP.
Nice.
So that'll give me 11 total.
And you hit it with fire as well.
And there was fire, yes.
Can you roll an extra D4 for fire damage?
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see what we get here. Oh, that'll
Yes.
do. That'll do. Man, you guys are doing good. So you ignite this one, which again also like deters the bees from coming out. You kind of snipe this thing with your arrow. It sticks into the hive and it catches flame quickly, drops out of the air and bounces off the top of the crenellation and rolls into the river. That brings us back to Bane Radosh. Jeremy's
Real
on
quick,
deck.
like,
Yeah.
does the captain look like she's doing anything immediately? Like, is she probably going to head over to, like, assist on the far side with all those other ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. Yeah, Bane Radosh might take, like, a step or two back to the side over here to, like, retrieve his warhammer.
Okay.
And then would begin heading in this direction. Probably, like, to there, I guess.
Okay.
Wielding, like, his warhammer and starting to pull out his own torch at this point in, like, the offhand.
Nice.
And might just, like, take the dodge action for a round.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it has been witnessed that fire seems to,
Especially
affect
since
these
the
things
one in
greatly.
front of him got, like, fire arrowed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any lasting effects from that one bee?
No.
Okay, good.
It is Bass's turn.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing with my great sword,
Okay.
but in that I want to use my cleave feat to see if I can do the two immediately in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, let me change my equipment to great sword. Let me see, that's a 21 to hit.
21 is gonna hit. Wait,
Right,
this
the
is from
damage for the
Great
first
Weapon
one.
Master? The cleave?
Yeah.
I think you have to get a crit, right? Isn't that how cleave
I-
works?
I don't think it is actually.
Or
No,
you
I
have to
got
kill
the
one of
cleave
them.
feat.
How do you have a
Well,
feat?
just. I thought
Yeah,
we
the
all
cleave
had-
feat is
Never mind,
from
ignore
that's
that.
like 3rd edition.
Yeah, third ed.
No, okay, never mind. I was thinking otherwise. Never mind. Well, does 7 damage to the first one? Well, the other one?
This one right here.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. 7.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit him. That's gonna chop him up. Let's get a nice effect for that. Let's do it. Oh man, what's splatter? I feel like you splattered him pretty good. Let's do. Oh, that's kind of weak. What's going on? What if I do it like? Oh, why is it so like small? All right, you splatter him.
I don't suppose I could throw a javelin as a bonus action, right? That's mostly an attack.
Actually, you're attacking with a greatsword, right?
I already attacked.
Yeah, so that's
I
a
used my action
two-handed
to
weapon,
attack.
so you wouldn't be able to throw a javelin as a bonus action. If you had attacked with like a one-handed weapon, you could throw a javelin as a bonus action.
All right, well, that will conclude my turn.
Nice. This dude is gonna explode into a swarm of bees. As that's what these things are all about. Put an X on them, and
Oh, actually, before that,
Sure.
can I use my bonus action to go into a rage? Actually,
Yeah,
since I just
absolutely.
remember I wasn't in one.
There we go. Nice.
That's where the action.
If you do that rage before your attack, or are you doing it after or before? Because it would add 2 damage to your attack or damage as well.
Yeah, but you would have died anyways.
Yeah.
Sure.
That'd have been fine.
The prospector.
Yeah. Craig, this guy is totally dead, right? Like,
Totally
not threatening with OAs?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm going to sort of look over here and see one of our kind of like, mercenary muscle of our caravan that's sort of like under assault of all this shit.
Yeah.
And I sling the caster sort of gun to the side for a moment, and I'm going to move over to there.
Okay.
And start readying a particular device, which I can't remember what the fuck movie this is from, but like this like detonation. Oh shit, maybe is it from Dune? Shit, the Thumper,
Yeah,
right? Where you
man.
just like put this thing in the ground and it's sort of like it's like a detonating device for the ground.
Yeah, that's Dune.
Yeah. So I'm going to like pick this, just sort of start assembling this thing and just like reach down and like kneel down right sort of, at the knee, like right beside where Bass is here, and like slam this thing down into the stone.
Okay.
And use that to cast Thunder Wave.
Oh,
And I'm basically going to center it so that it hits all of. I don't know how to. Can you see my square here? If I do a square, like. Basically, I can put it at the corner of my space so that it doesn't affect Bass, but hits a 15-foot square from there.
That's fine.
So try to hit all of those things with that shit.
Okay. Yeah. They need saves.
Yeah. So they will need. Oh shit! Where'd it go? They need, I think, con saves.
Okay.
And the spell save DC. Yeah. So Constitution saving throw. The spell save DC is going to be 14.
They fail.
So they're going to take 2d8 thunder damage and going to be pushed 10 feet away from me.
Holy cow. Okay, good.
So here's the thunder damage. Not fire, but... Okay, they'll each take 9 thunder damage and will get sort of like blasted, dispersed a bit.
Okay. They are...
And I imagine this cracks the stone of like the floor and shit like that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Breaking away like the crenellations and like a little bit of this bridge and everything.
This is like it's like a mining tool.
Yeah,
is the way I'm
man.
imagining it.
I love it. That's really cool. They are both going to croak over here.
Yeah.
Which means
Bees.
you're covered in bees. Man, holy cow. Look at that shit. Just a whole fucking cave full of bees. You really get it now this time. What are they gonna do next? But you guys are out of the radius on that one, which is kind of nice. So you do have that going for you. Big bee radius. Tiberius, it is your turn. There is much carnage taking place over here on the side as the prospector lays down the mining tool and lets out this thunderous wave. 2 more drop out of the air.
He's gonna run along this crenulated wall over
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna snap his fingers and transfer the hex to this guy right here.
Perfect.
Could I? I can hold my greatsword in one hand. I just can't attack, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna just release one hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a hand axe
Okay.
from my back, and take a throw
Cool.
at this guy.
Cool. Okay.
Strong 7.
No. No.
Goes wide.
Ouch.
Unfortunately,
Ouch.
the 7 does not hit it. I'm sorry.
That's fucked.
Amelia and the Paladins are gonna go. This dude is like smacking the cherub with his shield. Somebody want to roll? Tiberius, would you roll a d20 for me? Let's see how this Paladin does. And Jeremy, since you guys are like my special guests tonight here, would you also roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
Thanks, man.
12.
Nice. Okay, that's good. So these guys are gonna go down as well. Again, emitting a swarm, a nasty, gross swarm of wasps and bees. Boom. There we go. You guys did it. They're gone. They're all goners. Between you and the Paladins, the cherubs themselves are gone. However, the area is still completely like swarming with these. They're gonna go. The bees themselves are gonna start maneuvering about. So as these things fill the cavern, they're just kind of like trying to find exits, right? They're just like leaving the area, but they move in these huge swarms. So, holy cow. Alright, this is kind of bad. So, it looks like as they disperse, this group of like 3 over here are really going to be swarming around the Prospector and Bass. This one over here is going to be like it will eventually pass over Luvon, and then there's going to be one other that is a swarm that's going to pass over Bane Radosh and Tiberius. So I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody, but for Bass and the Prospector, just be aware that like this is a pretty high stakes one. You guys are looking to face like a lot of damage because you are trapped in like a much larger swarm of bees, right?
Rolled a dirty 20 on that save.
Dirty 20, awesome. Good. Okay. So you'll take half. Uh-oh.
Would resistance come into play with
Yeah,
that?
you'll get resistance. Dex save.
I did
no.
real bad.
Yeah, that is bad. So let's do this. We'll do. Okay, guys, this could be rough. This is so. Oh man, everybody getting messed up by the bees in here. Nice. Oh, Tiberius, very good. So this first roll is going to be for the Prospector and Bass, and then Bass, you get to half this, right?
Yeah.
And then you half it, and then
Bass
you take
might half it
resistance on
again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it goes from 9 to 4, right?
Yeah,
No,
that would be
the
5.
Yeah, and then from okay.
So it would
It'll be 5, and then so the final outcome of that damage would be
5, right? Because you half
no,
it to 10, and then you would half it to 5.
Yeah, the 9 was not the damage roll here.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's the 40-10, the new one.
Yeah. Everybody else.
God, I just eat 20 bee damage.
No, not you.
That was the stacked bees.
That was for the 2 that were in like the
Okay.
big bee swarm there. Sorry.
You take only a single bee.
I was a little concerned.
Yeah. Everybody else is looking at 10 damage. So I think Tiberius saved 10 damage for Luvon, and 10 damage for Bane Radosh.
Alright.
5 damage for Tiberius.
Okay.
Missed.
Fucking gallows down to 4.
But
Gotta be
after
worried about
that,
bees.
the bees are going to disperse, right? They're no longer going to be like in any harmful swarms, right? So they're like just kind of making their way for the exits and dispersing after that.
Gotta go make more honey.
Gotta go make more sweet, sweet wasp honey. So we'll get these guys out of here. Everybody has this moment where they catch their breath. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, man.
You know, I didn't even get past my half health.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I am a war machine, so if bees could take me down, then I don't think I would have gotten the rank of Vanguard.
Right, exactly. No, you shouldn't be getting killed by bees as a robot anytime soon. Let's get that tooting fork music going. Oh, perfect. Perfection. Man, I wish I had this cassette so bad. But yeah, okay. The bees disperse, and there you are. You're left in the aftermath. Around you are many paladins who have stripped themselves of their armor, and they're holding their shields in 2 hands. Then they've been using them as bludgeoning weapons. They all catch your breath. And then like look to you guys, and then they like bang on their shields, and they're just like, yeah, and they kind of like celebrate what you guys have done as you stepped up. Amelia is going to come over to Tiberius along with at least one other like paladin, and all of these guys are old, right? Everybody here is at least 50 or 60 years old, maybe older than that, right? But they still look like they're in good shape, and their equipment is well maintained. They're like, you truly wield the flame of Theosinari to purge the treachery that sorcerers bring. Please join us.
Alas, I am under contract to get these people to safety. I cannot make a decision by myself.
What is the written word of a caravan driver compared to the will of our Lord?
That is a good point, but a man has made a promise. I cannot turn my back on them. I would love to help you, but it's really in their decision if they'll fight with us, fight with you or not.
Nice. Everybody kind of gets like cleaned up from the bees. What's everybody else want to be up to? Old Bane Radosh. I'm just going down here. Actually, let me start at the top of the initiative order here. I know we're out of initiative, but just mixing it up a little bit. Want to hear from different people. Luvon, what are you up to?
Yeah, after Luvon just like ate a lot of bees, coughs a few of those boys up, but is maybe going to I don't know who's kind of aside from what Tiberius is doing here. Maybe probably the prospector. I feel like you would be maybe the first person I would go to with this. And just kind of sidle up to you, brushing himself off. It's like, look, this is clearly not, a welcoming, fun place that we expected to be in. It's weird. But I do need to at least mention this cave-in caused. I don't know. I felt a a deep earth dragon.
Not a dragon, the tunnel dragon.
The dragon. I'm kind of like leaning into it for a second. Like
Nice.
I don't necessarily. Well, I don't know. Actually, the prospector probably, if anybody knows, would be aware of this. In this group.
Yeah.
Aside from me. But yeah, and just says like, the tunnel dragon.
You probably have like a really sick like wood elf name for it, like Das Tunneln Drakensen, like, right? Like, you know,
Yeah,
just...
that exactly. Sure.
The prospector, first of all, the prospector is like probably like down on one knee and is just like all like, even to begin with, his skin is like pitted and like leathery and shit like that, but now it's just like all like swollen and shit and just looks like horrible, like, you know, like somebody in like Fist of the North Star right before they're about to explode.
Perfect. Yes, thank you.
But he would just sort of like look up at you with like one eye completely swollen shut and the other one like, you know, looking up from under this like big swollen like eyebrow, right? And would probably say, the tunnel dragon, eh? Have we stumbled upon fortune or misfortune here, elf?
Oh, that's good.
I was hopeful at first. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, sorry, that's good. I want to go on to Bane Radosh.
Yeah, Bane would make his way over toward the same kind of cluster of people, specifically away from the Paladins.
Yeah.
Who he would kind of consider to be too idealistic, and would look to the prospector and just be like, "You look like shit," and then would kind of playfully maybe squish like one last little bee on like Bass's armor or something, like against your carapace, and just be like, "Well, looks like that plating did the trick. You look like you're in reasonable shape yet." And give you like a nod of approval.
Nice.
He might like quietly to the prospector though, just say like, if you have any plans to come back here for any of that, any of that gold that you spotted, we'll need to bring fire and a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think the prospector has this sense of like whatever riches are here may be more sort of like supernatural than we like even understand right now.
Yeah.
Right? And sort of like wants to get through this door and like see what else there is to be like had of this place. But in a very like fatalistic kind of way, right?
If you would mention any of that, I think Bane would just think that the implication is that there's some sort of like divine honey, since we just saw the bee guardians.
Yeah, where there's bees, there's fucking honey, man.
Dude, oh my god.